Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Lynn and this is my channel where I talk about all things Disney, duh. And I just recently got to go to Toy Story Land and ride the Slinky Dog Dash coaster as a part of Backstage Magic, which is a basically where Disney creates special backstage magic opportunities for cast members. So you basically went to the hub, you applied for it, and as far as I know, anyone who applied for it got it, and then they just gave you like a time. You got to bring one other friend that was like a cast member with you, and of course I brought my husband. And so yesterday we went, and so now I just want to tell you guys kind of about Toy Story Land, about the ride, and also I went to a park for the first time by myself yesterday as well, and just kind of wanted to talk about that. I didn't vlog it because honestly nothing really that exciting happened. I'll probably start vlogging stuff like that in the future, but this was my first time just like going to a park by myself, and it actually was really great. So alright, but before I get started, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you guys want to get more videos about the Disney College Program, Disney content in general, go and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you know, just check me out on social media. And alright, let's go ahead and get started. So you have to pardon, my voice is a little scratchy. I lost it on Sunday because if you guys don't know this and you haven't watched my previous videos, I work at the Jungle Cruise at Magic Kingdom, and although we have microphones, I do find that I talk loud quite a bit, and I talk a lot in general, and particularly there's a part where we yell the backside of water, and my voice just is taking some, it just needs to heal. It's taking some time to catch up, so pardon my little like raspy voice going on right now. I promise I'm not getting sick, just losing my voice because I'm very passionate about my job. But yeah, so we went to Toy Story Land, and we got, and again, pretty much it was just for the Slinky Dog coaster. They had these like rollable like fake shrub things, so a lot of the land was completely blocked off to us. Like we could kind of see through, but we couldn't actually see like we couldn't walk over to where the new Toy Story Mania entrance is. They had completely blocked off where Andy's Toy Box is, which is going to be the new quick service that is going in there. The merch stands were there, but they were closed. There was nothing for you to buy, and when we were on the ride, we could see where the Alien Swirling Saucers ride was, and we could see it like it's obviously done, but we couldn't actually walk over to that area because again, it was just all very shut off, but it looks amazing. Like, just, you know, it's Disney. I wasn't expecting anything less, but they definitely met my expectations. I loved that when you walked in, they had cast members. A lot of them talked like Woody. They were like howdy there, partner. But in particular, they call you Toys. They're like, welcome Toys to Andy's backyard. And so that's really cute that like you're referred to as a toy pretty much the entire time you're in the park, in that land. So that was really fun. You know, again, the theming, it's like they have what looks like giant Christmas lights hanging up above with Tinker Toys holding them up. Over at the quick service, they have giant bendy straws that are holding things up. The park benches are made out of popsicle sticks, and I'm not even like just mean like regular popsicle sticks. It looks like somebody like ate a popsicle, and you know how it gets like that faded color of the popsicle on the tip? Like that's what it looks like. It looks like it's made out of used popsicle sticks. So they literally, you know, again, Disney, they think of everything. So then you get in line for Slinky Dog, and the queue is actually honestly not that bad. It is an outdoor queue, but it's a lot of shade, and they put fans like everywhere so you don't feel really hot. And it's a very themed queue. It's not quite in the sense like it is kind of like the Toy Story Mania one, where of course there are a bunch of toys, because in case I didn't mention this before, the idea of Toy Story Land is that you are supposed to be shrunken down to the size of a toy, in particular a toy soldier, and you are in Andy's backyard. So everything is like super overgrown, and all the toys and like everything there is just made to like feel like you have shrunk down to the size of a toy. Anyway, so when you're going through the line, basically what it is I got the impression that the line is like you're in the box for the Slinky Dog coaster as if it were a toy that you bought, and it's like open and it has like different, like, it's 146 parts or something like that. But there's just like so many things to look at, and of course, again, theming is amazing. And I mean, Daniel and I, we waited 30 minutes in that line, but it didn't feel that long at all because we were just like so distracted by everything around us that we're like, oh, okay, I guess it's time to ride. The ride, I will admit, I was not that excited about it. Like, I wanted to ride it, don't get me wrong, but it didn't look like much. Like, it's like, okay, it's a kiddie coaster, whatever. It was really fun, actually. Like, it definitely exceeded my expectations, I will say. Don't get me wrong, like, it's not like some crazy thrill ride or anything like that. It's just a very smooth, very fun ride, and it was kind of long. Like, it was longer than I thought it was going to be, which I always appreciate. I hate when you get on a ride and then you're like, oh, it's over? Okay. No, it was great. And of course, there's a very fun surprise at the end. You got to listen. It was the little penguin Squeaky, and he sings you a song, and I think he sings You Got a Friend in Me, and it's like this amazing animatronic that is using the little microphone guy. I don't know if he has a name, but he's in the movie, and so it was adorable. It was a great ending. It was a great ride. Also, one really, really cool thing about riding Slinky Dog Coaster is that you can see into Star Wars Galaxy Edge really well. Like, you can see all of it pretty much, and it's massive. Like, I know we've talked about it, like, I understand it's going to be big, but until you like see it, you're like, holy cow, that is huge over there. And almost to the point, like, we were like going on a bunch of these hills, and I was like, wait, I want to stop because I want to see Star Wars Land. So that is one other really cool thing about that ride, is that you get to see into Star Wars Land a lot better than you can anywhere else in the park. So yeah, I really highly recommend it. I guess I would say it's worth waiting for once. I don't know if I would say it's worth more than like maybe like an hour and 30-minute wait, which I don't know if it's going to be less than that for a long time. Is it worth a fast pass? If you can get a fast pass, yes, I think it's worth the fast pass. I personally, like, would I rather ride that than Toy Story Mania? I would say yes. I would probably rather ride Slinky Dog Coaster right now over Toy Story Mania. And I love Toy Story Mania. But because it is new and it was a really good ride, I would recommend it. But yeah, so I also, the other night, so after Daniel and I, we went to Hollywood Studios, and we really didn't do anything at Hollywood Studios other than, oh, we went to the Starbucks and we got a peanut butter cupcake. I don't know the actual name of it, but if you go to the Starbucks here, you'll notice that their food is like over in the fridge area, and you just like pick it and you take it and you pay for it. It's a giant cupcake, and they also have a Han Solo one. I did not try that one, but it's like, it's a big chocolate cupcake, and it's got like Butterfingers on top of it. And oh my goodness, it was amazing. So if you stop by Starbucks at Hollywood Studios, go and pick that up. It was, by the way, it's giant. Like, the container it came in was that big. Can't even fit it in my camera how big the container was. And then the cupcake itself was like huge. So you can definitely share one. Like, I mean, I probably could have had one by myself, but Daniel and I shared one. This is also where the carrot cake cookie went. It's a lot different. Like, we got it. It's a lot more cookie than frosting. The cookie used to be like thinner, but also like wider, but now it's like a thicker cookie, but it's like not as wide. It tastes good. I still liked it because we got one of each. But that's where the carrot cake cookie went, if you are wondering, because right now Starring Rolls Bakery is closed, and I can't remember, it's like that villain shop, Sweet Spells, I think is what it was, that's closed too. So basically the only bakery left in Hollywood Studios is Starbucks. But yes, I would definitely recommend getting, I think it's like the peanut butter crunch chocolate cupcake or something along those lines. It was so good. And grab a fork because again, it's really hard to eat, so amazing. Anyway, so Daniel and I did that. We went back to Cast Connections, got some groceries, and then later that night I kind of felt like going into a park because I didn't have to go to work till later the next day. He has to get up at like 5 a.m. every day for work, so I was like, maybe I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'm gonna finally just go into a park by myself. And I don't know why, I was really nervous about it. Like, I thought it was gonna feel weird, like I thought it just wasn't gonna be that fun to do it by myself. And honestly, it really was nice. Like, I wouldn't want to do it all the time. Like, I love that my husband's here. I already have some plans with work friends to go and see like princesses with them sometime. It's great going to parks with your friends, with your family, with your significant other and stuff like that. But if you are like a true Disney fan, I will say like it's amazing to go by yourself too. Like, you just go do what you want to do it at your own pace. I don't know, like I had a great night and I'm here. Like, it's just the fact that you have free access to Disney. Like, take advantage of it, especially if you're a CP. Don't feel like you have to go with people. If there's stuff you want to do, it's really not a big deal. Just go do your thing. I don't know. Also, one thing that I kind of appreciated is I'm the type of person, I feel really bad when I'm on my phone when I have people like right next to me. Like, I feel like it's kind of rude. When you're by yourself, I was on my phone like the whole time in the queue and I didn't feel bad about it. It was honestly really fun. Funny story, really fast, funny story. So I went to Happily Ever After and I went there around 7:30 because I wanted to stand right in front of the castle. I will say this, it was cool standing in front of the castle. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked it. I don't think you have to do that. I don't think it really enhances the experience of it that much. I have seen the show from Main Street 3 times now, not during this program, but this was my first time during this program. But I saw it on vacation twice last year. One time we were kind of further off to the side. One time Daniel and I were kind of further back by like actual Main Street by like the ice cream parlor and stuff like that. I think if you're in the park, you can see the castle, you're fine. Like, as long as you don't have really annoying people in front of you or like a wall of people with kids on their shoulder or somebody directly in front of you holding up their phone or their iPad, you're gonna see it fine. Which, by the way, if you do those things, other than like, I understand you put your kids on your shoulder, that's usually fine. It's when you have like a row of people doing it that it becomes like, seriously, it's like a wall, I cannot see anything. But no, as far as like standing directly in front of the castle, was it cool? Yeah, it was cool. I don't think you have to do it though. But anyway, so I was standing there, I was wearing a tank top that day, and I don't know how, but I went after fireworks to go over to Splash Mountain because I had a fast pass. And somehow on my way, I noticed I had like this giant brown stain all over my arm. And I was like, oh my gosh, please be chocolate. Like, what is that? And I had wipes in my bag, thankfully. So I like wiped them off. And just because I was like, I just smelled it and like, oh, please be chocolate. It was chocolate. How in the world, like, this chocolate got over my arm? Not to mention, I did not have chocolate at all that day. Like, I know I definitely didn't leave the house with it. I didn't have it at all in the park. I don't know where, like, who like rubbed their Mickey bar all of my arm. And also, how did I not notice that? Like, I think I was just so used to like people like rubbing on me. Like, that sounds so creepy, but it's true. Like, if you're gonna stand in front of the castle, be prepared. People are going to be up in your space. And I guess at some point just someone rubbed chocolate on me and I didn't notice it, and that was gross, but that happened. Also, I was really hoping, because like I said, I walked over to Space Mountain, or whoa, I walked over to Splash Mountain, and I had a fast pass, but I was too early for my fast pass, and I could tell like they were getting hit and they weren't gonna probably let me in. And I was like, okay, well then I'm gonna go wait for Thunder, because their wait is it only was rating like a 30-minute wait. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Thunder, and then I'm gonna use my Splash Fast Pass, and then if I have time, I'm gonna run over to Space and I'm going to ride it, because you can get in line for an attraction as long as the park is open. Once the park, because it closed at 11 that night, the moment it would be 11, they would close the queue, but they will keep letting people into the attraction until the park is officially closed. So that was my plan. However, my Thunder Mountain Railroad wait ended up being around 50 minutes, and I literally got off at 10:50 just in time to run over and get my Splash Fast Pass, which I was really disappointed. Not so much with the wait, like I probably shouldn't have known it was gonna be longer, because a bunch of people were coming after fireworks. So and they announced in the queue like your wait time is probably going to increase, so I understood. I was just really hoping to do my Splash Space and Thunder Mountain like in a row, like get that off my bucket list, but it didn't work out. But it's fine, because those attractions are some of my favorites at Magic Kingdom, definitely at Disney, so I will happily ride them again. But yeah, so that's basically my experience of going to the park by myself. It was not bad. Well, that's really all I have for you guys. If you guys go to Toy Story Land, what do you think? I'm hoping that I'm going to be able, I applied for another Backstage Magic opportunity, which is a soft opening of Toy Story where everything's gonna be open. I really am hoping I'm gonna get that one as well, because I wouldn't mind riding Slinky Dog again. I also want to check out the other ones. I want to try Andy's Lunchbox, and I also really want to buy some merch. And I'm pretty sure we're blacked out from Hollywood Studios for most of July, and so and also just because I really don't want to be in that area once it's open, because it's gonna be crazy. So I would like to have the opportunity to do it with just cast members before it officially opens. But if you guys go to Toy Story Land, let me know what you think. Did you like Slinky Dog? Do you think it's worth a fast pass? Stuff like that. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and again, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, bye guys, have a great day.